Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. What to do? Totally torn between my happiness and my kids' happiness. Advice. I am a 39-year-old male and my wife is a 37-year-old female. We both have been married for 8 years with 3 beautiful children, 7, 4, 3. Last year 2020 my wife and I had many fights and many things were said between us. And I am always the one who apologizes and wants to keep the relationship together. We have had our ups and downs, we also have had some great moments. My wife hates my mother and I do too due to her inability to think before speaking. My wife is very sensitive about comments about her physical appearance and my mother made some comments that put me on the burner. Last year on her birthday, we had a big fight between us. That was the last fight we had, and we have not had that kind of fight after that because I consciously realized kids are getting affected and started working on myself to improve. I found out a month after her birthday that her ex-BF from 10 years ago called her and my wife basically told him every problem that we have had. He is married too with 2 kids. I told her not to talk to him as it's not acceptable to me and she said okay. But in the past 8 months we have been drifting apart while I have been improving and working on myself. I found a job that I have always wanted. I am also working towards my MBA and I love playing with my kids. Basically I had to do some soul searching and find the fault within rather than outside. But during this time my wife has thrown numerous insults at me, including words like impotent, a failure, and many more, which rather than reacting in anger I asked her to stop as I will not listen to disrespect. I started going to the gym. All in all I think I am the best that I have been in my entire life right now and I will continue self-improvement. I love to work and my wife has threatened numerous times to divorce me since I work a lot and she wants attention from me. However, we have not had sex in past 6 months. Every time I get close to her she says that she has no feelings for me and I can go find someone outside for sexual needs, which is against my integrity. These things made me divulge into extra work and towards studying hard. My wife makes considerably more money than me and she has insulted many times about my pay. Last night, the 21st of April 2021, she wanted to talk about the house we both were trying to buy together for the future, which we did, and during that conversation I disagreed with her about something very trivial and all of a sudden she said, "I am not faithful to you." And it was as if someone took a dagger and pierced my heart. Upon asking, she told me she has been talking on and off to the same guy as a friend. She says there is nothing between them and they are just very good friends. However, things between us have been cold and now I feel she has been getting her emotional needs met with the other guy. She has been very distant with me and every time I go close to her she pulls away. She says she has no feelings for anyone so ever or for anyone. She says she is not going to stop talking to the other guy as they are just friends, but things between us have been worrying me. She says let's divorce and she has been threatening divorce for the last 3 years, but ever since she spoke to the other guy she feels powerful and determined. Every time I want to do something, she will say I am going to cheat if you do it or I am going to lose her. She says she is only 37 and she wants to feel alive and enjoy a life. I want the other person out of the picture so that I can have the space that others have taken up in her heart. I want to keep our relationship together. What do I do to win her love back? Or is it better to move and find the right person who will appreciate me? My daughter just cried this morning when I asked if mom and dad divorce. That makes it totally impossible for me to step away from children's happiness. Your family is not healthy or happy. It is time to separate and find happiness elsewhere. Your children see this and it's not the example of a marriage you want them to emulate. Call her on it. She says she keeps threatening divorce. Say okay. There is no fixing this if she doesn't put in the effort, and she isn't gonna put in the effort if she stuff doesn't change. There has to be a catalyst. And I can tell you no one is happy in a bad marriage like this. You are miserable, She is mad, and your kids see all this and they are unhappy. You can ask about marriage counseling first, but I also agree with the other guy that said call her on it. This relationship she has going on will continue, she has told you as much. It is not healthy and your marriage cannot be saved until it is done. Once another lover is introduced, all you can do is walk away. Try one more nice talk if you want, but afterwards talk to a lawyer. You need to get as much knowledge as possible to make an informed decision. If your kids' happiness is your focus, you need to understand what they are seeing right now. Ask your wife to go to counseling because the situation is harming them. If she won't, then you are going to have to end this. You will ruin them if you don't. Thanks for your opinion. It just makes me sad that it has come to that. I am not faithful to you and this guy is just a friend. These two statements don't match up. No doubt she has an EA going on with this guy, but she doesn't consider herself cheating with him specifically. Are you sure that you are looking in the right place? She said that she wasn't faithful but denied it with this guy, and that doesn't make sense. Is there another? Absolutely this. If it doesn't make sense as spoken to you, it probably isn't true. You cannot put it past a cheater to lie, gaslight, trickle truth and blame shift. It sounds like she gave you a pretty good smorgasbord of these so far. You can't reconcile with someone who can't tell the truth, you just can't. This other guy needs to cut out her life right now. She has done more than just friendly talk to this guy. Her blurting out that she was not faithful means they have sexted, or FaceTimed, or something else explicit. And she has said nasty things to you. Calling a man impotent is an awful thing to say. It's evidence of a deep hostility towards you. Are you guys in therapy? I think at a minimum you get into ASAP. And I know it sucks, but you should really start thinking about what life would look like without her. Such as where you would live, the co-parenting situation, division of assets, etc. Better to be prepared than to get caught completely off guard. And again, this other guy is an extinction level threat to your marriage. She needs to send him a no contact message today. Yes, there are other problems in the marriage, but it seems like she's getting ready to leave you for him. Good luck to you. You can't save what is broken. You've admitted to changing, but your wife is still the same person. You can't change who she is or what she wants. You can only work to improve yourself. It sounds like you've outgrown her. It's probably time to admit this has no future. You are advocating more for yourself and growing, and she has withdrawn and is no longer interested. Change to be a better you. Not just to be a better husband. I don't think there is anything salvageable here. Thanks for your opinion. You have hit the nail right on its head. If this would have happened to me 6 months ago, I would have been begging her, but right now I feel nothing. There is a slight feeling of uneasiness. But I am more calm, and there are times when I daydream and start thinking of days without her. But would still like to salvage it because we have 3 small kids. The kids are negatively being affected by y'all's relationship. It's unhealthy and unhappy. I don't know if she'll ever be happy. She seems to be the type to monkey branch from one relationship to another, searching to fill a hole in her heart that only she can fill, but she doesn't realize it. You at least have a change to start new and fresh. Have a healthy relationship. To grow as a partner. And in turn you can project an idea of what a healthy relationship looks like, so your kids have a good model of what a healthy relationship looks like. She has already been sexual with them or is contemplating doing so. And you doing the pick-me dance is not helping but actually making things worse. She sees that as a weakness. Are you able to contact the OBS to determine what she thinks about her spouse and your wife's friendship? It would be interesting to see if she is even aware. My suggestion, although it might seem a bit radical, is to do a total 180, look it up. Only speak to her as it concerns the kids or finances. Otherwise, inform her that although you love her and wish the marriage to survive, that you will not share her emotional/sexual liaisons with OM. It's time to take a hard line. The other person lives about 3,000 miles away and his spouse kind of suspects that, and my wife put our wedding picture on Facebook to make her less suspicious. She said she has no feelings for any man. I tried asking her to let the other man go and let's focus on our relationship and kids. We have built a beautiful family and kids need us to see happy together for them to be raised in a healthy manner. Love is a choice and she just does not want to love me. I get a feeling of contempt or hatred when she is around. I feel the vibration. So you have two choices, it appears. Stick around to see if she falls back in love with you, which could be never, or give her what she wants, her freedom. Divorce is not the ideal situation for the children, but is sometimes a better option, rather than subjecting them to constant arguing and fighting. Usually I am the one to calm her down if she is upset about something. I keep myself poised and have learned to embrace my emotions, but anger is the only emotion that does not get a physiological response. Yes, I stay busy and I am unable to give her much time. I am in the top 3 performers in my department and I am also doing an MBA, which barely gives me time to do anything leisurely or spend much time with family. It only takes one person to wreck a marriage and 2 to keep it strong. Sounds like you've taken accountability for your role in the fighting, but she hasn't. You can't romance her back and she sounds supremely angry, like for many reasons, most of which don't involve you. My unfaithful wife wanted a divorce when my kids were 2 and 6. I was extremely worried about how it would affect them. We split custody, which was tough on them, although it gave me time to focus on them exclusively half the time and be a wild man the other half. We often disagreed about parenting and the kids had some rough patches. Fast forward to today. Both kids are successful and happy adults, with great careers, great partners, wonderful children of their own. I couldn't be more pleased. All of this is to say, yes, divorce is hard on kids, but it doesn't doom them for life, and with the proper co-parenting from 2 committed parents, they can even thrive. I can even see that my ex's wacky parenting style was a strong part of their success now. Research the 180 on survivinginfidelity.com and stop doing the pick-me dance immediately. You are giving her all the power and she is being fueled by it. Once you greystone her, do the 180, and stop the pick-me dance, I guarantee you'll see a very quick change in her attitude. You are almost the 10th person telling me to do that, and I must admit, it feels powerful just hearing about it. Yes, I have been taking her shit and not standing up for myself. Physically I am a gifted man and work out hard to stay in shape, and I just think her rants or tantrums do not affect me much, but this totally made me sink. Thanks for the guidance. I will definitely look it up. Your kids need to experience parents that know how to love and be loved. Staying does not help their well-being. They will be sad for a bit, just as you will be. In time, they will want to see each of you be happy, even if it isn't with each other. When you break the news to your kids, just explain to them that mommy and daddy are not happy together anymore. Let them know that just like some friends in their lives have come and gone, so too do adults sometimes. Let them know that this will lead to an improvement in their own quality of life, as they will eventually be able to experience seeing their parents find love and happiness with other people. You'll find that a lot of kids have friends who went through their parents' divorces and will be able to lean on them for peer support. You can end the conversation on something like telling them that now they'll get 2 Christmases and 2 birthdays every year. Your kids are happy when you are happy. You need to prioritize your peace, mental wellness and your children before someone else that's intentionally doing things to hurt you. Believe it or not, life isn't supposed to be a dreary, mundane and draining journey. You deserve to walk with a pep in your step and smile for no reason and be able to play around with your kids. Right now that isn't what you're getting, and you deserve to be happy, my man. We only get one life, you can't let it pass you by running after someone that's not considerate of you feel. I absolutely agree with everything that you have said. We'll give it a shot. Right way to have her commit to a relationship, or else it will be time to surprise her with the papers. I have been a nice guy for too long. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.